Stuck in my past, about to relapse. I keep running back to you.
Romance?
Yes, we did.
Oh wait, I listened to that
thing at first, so we decided to talk about love and relationships.
Louvre and relationships.
And
not the Louvre, because the Louvre isn't Tibet. It's below. Is in Italy. Italy. Yeah, I can talk.
The Louvre is in France.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. My brain was still on the Teletubbies. I found out a terrifying fact about the shortest Teletubby on the show is over 9 feet tall. Take that in.
What?
I don't want to take that.
Yeah, the costumes are over 9 feet tall. The tallest one is over 14 feet tall.
That's freaking awesome and
That is
scary at the same time.
Did they have
the guys?
Did they have a kid in the head that way they go? All right, turn left.
So wait. I have a question.
Yeah.
They're no longer on the air, right?
From my knowledge, yes.
They still
think that
exist on TV.
Do you think that they've reached the point in their careers where if you called them up and were like, hey, you want to do my son's birthday party? He loves your show. I'm totally retro. You guys should come. Could you imagine what that party would be like?
As a 14-foot Teletubby suddenly strolled in through the side.
Yes.
Yeah. Terrified children.
They just
I would totally do that.
look up and be like, oh my god, ah!
I would so do that. You know why I would do that? Because my 14-year-olds would be fucking creeped out and they would be like, Dad, what did you do to us? I'm scarred for life. And I'd be like, you're fucking right.
See,
live stream it and put it under horror game.
I think I'm a little
There
extra.
you go, V. Five Nights at Freddy was a nice little indie horror game. You could do it with the Teletubbies.
Oh my god.
There's a mod for it. I've seen it.
Children's show gone wrong. The Teletubbies are filming a show, and all of a sudden one of them becomes possessed by a demon and kills all the children on the TV show. And
has to be Poe.
Oh, Poe's my favorite.
Whoa. Smack shot.
Have you seen Slendy Tubbies, Aaron?
I have not.
You should.
It looks amazing.
You know what? I just had another. I had another idea. In the next Child's Play movie, because they're never going to stop making Chucky movies. We know that. Netflix just funded one for them. Instead of going through the same old shit with the same old doll, bring Chucky in, right? He's the lead. He's the ringleader. Use every other creepy 90s doll that was ever made. Teddy Ruxpin.
Oh my god.
The robot where you'd put the card in and it would read the card or whatever.
Oh.
And do the 5 + 5 is 10, Get all the weird
Nasty Andy and
Raggedy
Andy dolls.
Yes, get all the creepy freaking dolls from the 90s and the 80s to team up with Chucky. They're all possessed now, and those are the forms that they took, and they just go on a rampage.
I like it.
V's got it recorded, so if anybody ever does it, I'm fucking suing their asses.
Yeah.
My idea first, patent and...
But anyway, before I forget what I was trying to say before, about the relationship / love talk with Shreeves and Phoenix, it did kind of help me with some stuff that happened recently. But for you guys listening, watching, whatever the fuck, since I'm still trying to figure out how to get everything put on iTunes and Spotify with any funding going straight to Jenny and Aaron because obvious reasons.
Oh, no, not just to us. Can't do just to us.
We'll talk about that later.
What did I do? I didn't.
But because of some stuff that only my family's allowed to know right now, I'm actually a lot happier in a relationship sense because of how we just hashed out all that sort of stuff. I'm not gonna say how, I'm not gonna say why, but it did help in a bigger way since we were able to air out a bunch of stuff of what a bunch of experiences have taught me, what my sister and my brother-in-law told me about, and then just meshing all that together with some real life stuff coming into play, and it all kind of helped out for the better. Helped out.
The love doctor, it's all right.
That's good.
Why you gotta do that to me, Phoenix?
Love,
Why you gotta do that to me, Phoenix? Why?
Cause I could.
I just listen to Love Stinks on
Some
repeat.
receipt with that
Love
response.
Stinks. Yeah, yeah. And then I watched The Wedding Singer.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Talk about you and me.
We did talk about stuff involving sex during the not safe for work portions, like porn.
Porn?
Porn.
Hold on.
Porn.
Who here in this room thinks that porn is a bad thing?
Nobody.
That one.
Nobody cares.
I'm
It's
looking for
not
Ned
a-
Flanders, like, real quick.
It's not a thing. I mean, the only people that care are the people that have people that watch it and they don't like them watching it. Those are the only
Pretty
people.
much.
No, that's exactly it.
That's
Because
that.
those that watch it won't ever talk about it.
No. And it's not like they're out there flaunting, hey, did you see my favorite porno? While they're drooling.
It was backdoor sluts 9.5.
9.5.
Do that though.
Since I just basically kind of forced it in there, I'm gonna bring this up. There was an actual Pirates, not Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's just Pirates. And there's a sequel, Pirates 2, is a porno.
Such
actually
creative
has a-
titles right there.
it-
Pirates
it
and
act-
Pirates 2.
Well, it actually has a plot.
Wait, what?
It actually has acting.
What?
Not great acting, but acting,
I was about to say.
and like a full-on love storyline. It's like the most ambitious porno ever made.
Holy sh-
I have the urge to see that now.
Same.
Like seriously,
Just
you
out
could
of pure
watch it.
curiosity.
If they bleeped out all the sex scenes, you'd think you were watching a B movie. Like
Wait, is Tara Reid in this, first of all?
no,
erection.
Then it wouldn't be a B movie.
they do talk about their mast a lot.
Oh,
Movie.
That
oh
mast
my
is
mast is up.
the
never
mast is
personally
half
seen-
up.
Raise the mast.
Raise the missing mast.
You might need to tug a little bit to get it at full mast.
I
Now
can see some.
swab
I,
my poop dick. I could not help.
oh my god!
You're welcome. Good night, America. Goodbye.
I
Or
can
the
see some
answer.
subjects we got to re-hit later in the
We have
future.
and we even got a little serious in some segments.
We did.
We did get serious in some segments.
We had the one where we talked about depression and anxiety
And stress.
and stress, and I actually enjoyed those too because, I mean, it's really hard to talk about those things, especially if you experience them. You know, like Jenny deals with it on a daily basis. You know, and I have to be here for her. Can't just walk away from things like that. And then all of a sudden, it got really quiet. Why did that happen?
Because I'm still thinking about my own bipolar depression and how much of a pain that is for people.
I say my other favorite series was when we started talking about dreams, which does kind of
Yes.
tie into the depression stuff. 'cause-
Yes.
This was
Fun
fun.
fact, though, about the dreams thing, I've had to edit out part 3 so much because
Oh,
because I had to make sure we didn't piss off anyone that was religious.
Oh,
Come on.
no.
Because I don't want to do another apology including people from the Hindi religion, Jehovah's Witness, or Christians again.
I remember that episode. You just listed like every religion there was, and
Like, we already gotta make another apology for the live stream, so I gotta be like, let me cover my bases for part 3.
hey, wait. At least we didn't apologize to Nazis, because I really don't apologize to them.
Fuck that and fuck them. I'm not apologizing to any goddamn Nazis. Hell, I have a Nazi that works for me, and I don't apologize for shit.
Hey, speaking of Nazis, what was Hitler's favorite fruit drink? No.
Cum.
No.
Cum.
He hates,
He hates what?
he hates juice.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I get it. That was terrible.
That was bad.
Adding this now to the apology list.
I was,
Apologize to Hitler.
No, not to
say is-
Hitler, to the Jews.
No, to all of Germany.
And to Germany too, yes.
I was gonna say his favorite drink is kumquats.
funny story for that. Oh wait, but you know what? I will save it. We need to do a podcast about alcohol. Just like our favorite drinks and like our funny stories that we have tied to them. I think it'd be fun.
Aaron has heard one of my drunk stories.
Oh God, you don't want to hear my drunk stories are terrible.
We should be drunk while we do it.
I'm already
Done.
halfway there. I did start a little.
Halfway there.
Halfway there.
Living on a prayer.
I missed you guys.
We've missed you too, Aaron.
Drunk karaoke episode.
We can do that too. We can also do a Dungeons and Dragons edition at some point.
Yes. That'd be
Oh,
fun.
man, that is something else you guys can educate me on, because I've wanted to play tabletop games for a while, but they just
Educate you. They can educate me.
D&D? Really?
D&D,
I've never
Magic
done
the Gathering.
I've never done DMing, but
Cards Against Humanity.
Ooh, Cards Against
We should do that at some point. That's
Exploding
very
Kittens.
Exploding kittens.
Did you do it to kids?
Or Bears vs. Kittens, or Bears vs. Was it Bears vs. Babies? That's a new one they got out. I can't remember.
Versus babies.
Be careful. Any game where Shweebe gets the choice of life or death in heaven or hell, any actions against kittens is an immediate sentence to hell, regardless of what it is.
That
Oh,
happened in a
shit.
Oh My God game that I played. That was
Up
funny.
right back, V.
You got to
Okay.
play as God for like this game, or worse, you were his apprentice because he was going on vacation,
Oh my
whatever.
gosh.
And you get to choose who gets to go to heaven or hell, and they have like these cards that like are like 3 big things that happen in their life that define them as a human being. Any person that came up and said either they harmed or like killed kittens of any or dogs, I was like, get your ass in hell. I don't want to see your face again. I hope you enjoy
Ow.
yourself. Next.
Guess what? You get to bring your own pineapple. Good luck.
Been funny if because there was a small bit of animation because they would shoot down like this. That would have been fun if pineapples just started pop pop pop. I was like little throwback. I'm really happy about that.
Ooh, another one I just remembered was the rip-off / copycats talk.
Oh, the video games, yeah.
All the video game rip-off. We should do one about movie rip-offs at some point, but I just remember that because I was in this stream with Shweebs early today. Man, I'm making this video dated as fuck. Where she was talking about how she fell off from a Tomb Raider, and I was thinking to myself, last original Lara Croft adventure was her time traveling with her double D boobs never being seen again.
Okay, then I must be really behind. The last Tomb Raider game that I played, mind you, I never beat any of them because I was a kid and just didn't have the attention span for that, and then Crash and Spyro came out. The last Tomb Raider I played was 1, 2, and 3 for PS1, and that was it. I have seen some games, or like of the newer ones. I don't ever want to play them because they're just a little too gory for me, and I like gore and horror, but that's just when you break bones, that grosses me out. Like,
I always-
I'm not watching the trailer for it. It's not good.
I always liked those, like, Killer Instinct,
Ooh.
where they show the bones breaking through the skin.
Yeah.
I've always loved those. I don't know why. Like, I've seen bones break in real life.
It's not
It's
fun
not
in real life.
cool.
But in video
It's
games,
not-
just like, yeah.
But
you
in video
deserve
games,
this
it's,
shit.
yeah, it's just like playing Wolfenstein when you need to get out some fucking rage. You just go play Wolfenstein and shoot some Nazis and you're all good.
Or if you feel like being a sleazebag, you play Leisure Suit Larry.
Oh God, I remember Leisure Suit Larry.
I
Hi,
saw
my name's Larry.
Game Grumps play
Larry
that.
Laffer.
Ew. It was funny watching them play it because they censored pretty much everything just to be able to have it on YouTube. So my favorite thing that they kept censoring was the Bukkake fountain, which was kind of tell, but I mean, it's pixelated as fuck. But it's a pixelated giant ass fountain that literally has penises that are shooting water out from the tips.
That's beautiful.
I'm like, what college has that?
Here's the worst part. I wanted to see what the endings for each of the females were. Guess what site I had to go on to get it?
What?
Pornhub or something?
Yes.
Oh my
Pornhub.
God.
I cannot find them anywhere else.
Not on a
except-
regular site, any video of it. I had to literally go to a porn site to see the true endings for each route for the females
Well,
in Leisure
Were they
Suit.
that bad?
Because it's an
It's that
actual
bad.
adult game.
It is that bad? Oh my
It
goodness.
is that
Unless
he
you're
gets
playing like
raped.
the old school Leisure Suit Larrys.
That's funny. I'm gonna go on and watch it now while we're doing the podcast.
Stop it!
There's that vibrating bed. Oh, speaking of gory games, is anybody excited for the God of War game?
I'm getting it in 2 weeks.
It does.
I am getting that shit. And the
Never.
first day it comes out on 420, I'm gonna get high as fuck. I'm gonna stream that shit. Then I'm gonna get high as fuck on the 21st. Stream that shit again. People gonna be like, why is he so slow? He's been
Why
walking
is
for like
he playing
20
the same part
minutes.
of the game twice?
Ooh, I know what I'm excited for that's coming out, and that I put a $5 pre-order thing down. Probably could have put more. Whatever. Don't judge me. Spyro the Remaster is coming out.
Oh. Spyro's
And I still gotta reserve the Spider-Man game.
Oh yeah, that's coming out like
September.
around- yeah, September 20. No, I lied. 17th or 14th, something like that.
Something like that, yes.
And then mine's coming out on the 21st. Whoop, whoop.
I can't wait until Dark Souls Remastered. I hope it
When is that
has
coming out?
the gameplay of Dark Souls 2 and the graphics of Dark Souls 3.
Bloodborne.
That's what I want.
Wait a second.
I tried
Guys.
so hard to like that game.
Guys, I just remembered.
What's up?
Video Game Memories podcast.
Mm,
Oh yeah.
I remember that. You remember?
I
You remember? I'm
You remember the copyright infringement episode?
Yeah, I remember that.
Is that where we did everything possible to literally get hit with a copyright strike?
That's the one where we were talking about like how ridiculous it is what copyright infringement is nowadays. Like,
I don't know.
Wait,
I'm-
did we?
was that us in the future?
Maybe it was. I thought we did
Future
that
me.
one.
Was that us in the future or us in the present?
Just
Or
edit
maybe
this
we
out.
talked about it afterwards and we didn't record it.
Yeah, maybe that's.
That may have happened.
I don't
That's not happening.
remember.
I feel
Spoiler.
like anytime we're on Skype or Discord, we need to just have the record button going the entire time because we talk about all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Or Shweebs, you can record the other half of this too. That way we have double recordings.
There you go.
Back
Pretty
up to back
what
up.
that was a fuck you. I don't want to have to record all this shit and edit it.
Right.
Fuck you putting all the work on me. This hard-working black man do all the work. What kind of racist shit is that?
Suck my dick.
That was
I'm
his
a white
exact
woman.
thought.
Do what I want.
That was his exact thoughts just now. He was
So is your face on my
fucking
stick.
cracker putting all the work.
Whoa!
Hey, wait.
This
You need-
weekend on-
You need to clarify that. Saltine cracker. Get it right.
You are correct.
With a little
This
bit
week
We're gonna have
on
to add-
Maury.
To the apology list now.
Too
No,
hot
I don't
podcast.
That's right. You can't be racist against white people.
No.
So recently, me and my wife tried out ice in the mouth while my wiener was there.
Wait, what?
It works great.
It works great.
Called a cold job.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why I remembered this for some odd reason, but I remember I spent like one episode just trying to actually figure out what you guys actually thought of me since you've been like my whole family for so long a period of time.
I remember that episode.
I remember. I don't know why
I remember-
that. Because I was just like, I don't think Shweebs and Phoenix were there for that episode. Because I'm like, I don't even know how they feel.
And you won't.
Oh.
Motherfucker, I wish you would.
I'm gonna start singing Bohemian Rhapsody now. V's gonna start crying.
No sleep till Brooklyn. Oh wait, wrong song. Sorry.
Whoa, that was I just put the flame out. Never mind.
God damn it. But man,
Wouldn't it be weird if the Human Torch said flame out instead of flame on?
he says that when he's about to bang.
Flame in.
Oh, shower
No,
thoughts.
but-
We should do an entire episode dedicated to shower thoughts.
Well,
Yes,
we
Queen.
can do it. The question
We
is,
could.
though, are y'all ready for it?
Ooh, that was another one. Didn't we do one on? We did one on, I don't know if it was exactly religion, but didn't I bring out the whole great ominous device in one of the episodes?
Yes, yes,
You did. You did.
Yes.
I
And
remember
then-
that.
So
Amanda.
me and Jenny started watching the show on Netflix. It's actually a network show, but they put it on Netflix just recently. It's called The Good Place.
Oh
It
yeah.
Ted Danson plays the angel or whatever you want to call him, the architect. And then, God, what's her name? Married to Dax Shepard. I can never remember her name. What's that?
Is she the Oracle?
No.
She played Veronica Mars.
Yes, Veronica Mars.
Kristen Bell.
That's
Yeah.
it, Kristen Bell. I don't know why I can't remember her name ever. Basically, that show is about my idea.
Sue.
But it's fucking hilarious. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out.
That's the second time we've heard
Okay.
someone steal an idea from us. First,
Well, they didn't-
the
it's
thing with
not-
Lost for Shweebs,
Yeah.
and now Aaron's
Those
whole
bastards.
theory.
It's not exactly the same because my theory has a little. It's more about like redistribution of thought and whatnot in consciousness. This show is like this. Kristen Bell plays a character who was just selfish and terrible throughout life. She didn't ever murder anybody or commit anything like majorly wrong. She was just selfish, right? And she dies in a really ridiculous fashion and wakes up in the good place and ends up talking to Ted Danson, who is, the architect or whatever.
Ted
And
Danson's in the good place.
she's not supposed to be in the good place, and she knows it like right off the bat, but she doesn't want to admit it, so she tries to hide it and finds friends or makes friends throughout to try and help her become a good person. And it's a really good show. So
But Ted Danson's in the good place.
yes.
Suspension of disbelief broken.
But the whole thought that your consciousness goes somewhere, and is like the way they portray it in the show, it's like, okay, the architects build this place for you, which is kind of like the Matrix, which kind of goes back to the ominous device. You go back to the beginning. And anyways, yeah, not so much related. I just wanted to bring it up.
So my reference was actually accurate.